peepsy doodles. Alrighty, so we're switching gears today. I'm hoping to give you a short little review. It's not going to work because I never do short. Today we're going to talk to you guys about my first impressions, and we are discussing the X-Bone, the Xbox One. Very briefly, today's my birthday. Woo! Big 25 today. Anyway, so we celebrated Friday. I won't go into the details, but my husband and my family ended up getting me an Xbox One. I never thought it was going to happen. I opened it, I cried. It was... so that happened. But my husband and I had the PlayStation 4 since the beginning of 2014. It just ended up kind of falling in our laps to go the PlayStation 4 as opposed to the Xbox One, but we were really torn because I'm a big Microsoft fanatic. He's a big Sony guy. And so I have gone a year and a half since the systems have been out, not having the Xbox One, and I really wanted to have both systems. And so for those of you that either have both systems and you're wondering if you should get both, or for that don't have either, this is going to be a little bit more about the Xbox One today and my initial impressions. So I've had it opened and messing around with it since Saturday. It's Friday and ended up going out to B-dubs, and that's what happened. So I had it open, got it all set up Saturday. Didn't play on it as much, and I'll explain why in a second. And then so Sunday, yesterday is when I really got to play more with it. So initial impressions, when I first opened it, it's gorgeous. She's down here. She's quite a bit bigger. If any of you have never seen the Xbox One, I guess I can show it to you really quickly. The difference between the Xbox One and the 360. So this is the 360 Slim. This is the Xbox One, and it's dark, so you can't really see it, but it starts here and ends here. So if you look at them both, I know it doesn't look bigger, but it takes up like basically all of this entrance. It's quite boxy. It's kind of like they took the original Xbox and mixed it with the 360. Like, that's the only way that I can explain it to you. Or I'm sorry, they mixed it with the Slim. Like, it's sleek looking like the Slim, but it's big and boxy like the original Xbox. So it does have some matte finish, but half of it is like that shiny finish, so it is going to collect dust and fingerprints like the Dickens. That's kind of poopy. Kind of like the PlayStation 4, though. I mean, they both have that half shiny, half matte finish. But she is very pretty. The button is a touch screen, as is the eject button. Comes with one controller, which the controller is very similar to the original 360 controller. A little bit sleeker and slimmer. They actually made it well, it's sleeker, it's slimmer, but they made it a tad bit bigger, I think. They moved the home button up a little bit. But I mean, it has the same basic feel to it, which for us, for gamers, the feel of the controller is everything. And so if they were to change this too much to where it didn't have that bigger Xbox feel, I would have been extremely disappointed right out the get-go. But the controller is still safe, people. So yeah, it comes with the system, an HDMI cord, your AC adapter, one controller. I don't know if I said that already, I probably did. Comes with a headset, which is basically kind of like your 360 headset that they originally came with. So comes with a nice little headset. It's cheap, but it'll work for it being free. It's fine. Yeah, and then this particular one, the Halo Edition, comes with the entire Master Chief collection, which you can get in stores right now for $60. It comes with this, so it comes with Halo 1, 2, 3, and 4, the Halo multiplayer, and the Halo channel, which is a free download anyway, but it all comes all downloaded on. It is a download, so it's a one code to download onto the system. This particular one does not come with Connect. It was $350. and it comes with 14 days of live, which is really nice. It's an actual code that gives you 2 weeks of Xbox Live Gold, which is awesome, because a lot of times in the past they'd be like, oh, it comes with a free month of gold. It only comes with a free month of gold if you don't have an account and you set it up. If you already have an account, you're screwed. So, very easy to go through and set up. It's basically point A to point B to point, I mean, they walk you through everything. They walk you through signing up through your Microsoft account to get your gamer tag back. Your gamer tag, once it shows up, it does have all of your points and everything already on there. And so your gamer score is the same as it was on the 360. The really nice thing is that in your achievements, it actually shows all of the achievements and the points that you got for games on the 360 as well as your Xbox One. So I thought that was kind of cool. So yeah, it gets you through, gets you signing up with Xbox Live. This one, if you guys have heard about the dreaded Day 1 update, most of that is kind of already packaged in, as opposed to being like a separate, huge fucking entity. And so instead of it taking a couple hours, which when we bought my brother's, he bought a used one. I don't really recommend that. But anyway, he bought a used one, and it was a Day 1 or in one of the original systems, so it took like 2 to 3 hours on high-speed internet to update. This one took about 5 to 10 minutes to update, so it was really nice. Got it through, got it going, got it done, super excited. So then you come to your main screen after everything's all set up. Your main screen is your home screen. You can get there through any game, anything by pressing your home button. So like if I was in the middle of playing Resident Evil Revelations and I hit home, it would pause what I was doing and leave it in this window, and then it would take me back to my home screen. So you have, and I know you can't see a lot of these, but you have your Snap, your My Games and Apps, which I thought your My Games and Apps is kind of an interesting little blurb, because they tried to clean up the main couple pages, I noticed. So once you get into My Games and Apps, your games that you have downloaded are here, which I'll explain that in a second. Then you have your apps, so anything that you've downloaded, your achievements are here, your help, your internet, your party, your messages, your settings, all of your app type things are here. And then you have your queue, which is for whenever you're downloading something, it'll show up in your queue. And then you have how much storage you have left. And if you notice, I have a 500 gig system, and I only have 4 games, I have used 39% of my memory, which is kind of shitty. So one of the big things that, see, and then the last thing that you did will show up here. You can actually go in, like if it's a game, you can go in and hit this little button, and it'll let you go to full screen, it'll let you quit it. So that's really nice, and then it'll bring up whatever the last thing was before that you were playing, which is my Resident Evil. So one of the main things that really pissed me off right out of the box, as opposed to the PlayStation 4, which I'm really trying not to compare, I really am, but you need to understand the difference here to really appreciate the difference. So for PlayStation 4, when you get a game, you pop it in, and installs and downloads in the background so you can play right away, which was fantastic. So if you're really excited, you get it home, you get it set up, you pop in a game, you get to play it. With the Xbox One, it's not that the whole game has to download right away, because your whole game does have to download. So like my Halo collection, it was 80 gigs. So I had to download, I mean, I didn't get to play Halo until yesterday, because I had to leave it on overnight for it to download. And initially I tried just leaving it on when we left. Well, it was the system was set up to shut off after an hour, so that didn't do shit for me. So we ended up leaving it on overnight, Saturday night, to download, which it downloaded completely and fine. It didn't shut off, which I don't understand why, because I had it set up for 6 hours of no activity, but whatever. So the crappy thing is your games do have to download. Now, it does, after about 20-25%, let you start the game. But like, for example, with Halo, so like at 27%, I think it was like, oh, ready to start. So I played it, but because there's such a big update, because the game was so buggy at launch, I could only play a couple minutes at a time and it would freeze. So I really had to download the entire thing for me to be able to play it. Call of Duty, for example, is disc. When I put that in to download, it took about 25 minutes for me to be able to play it. Some of the other games, like Rayman Legends, is free right now for for Xbox Live Gold members. That was only 3 gigs. That only took a couple minutes. So it really is, I was kind of disappointed in the fact that you get home, you get really excited to play a game, and you have to wait such a long time for them to download. But that's kind of how it is. Another thing that I thought was extremely strange, and I thought my brother was pulling my leg when he told me this, but he's not. You have a Blu-ray player, because this is a Blu-ray system now, and you cannot play any Blu-ray until you download the Blu-ray player. I'm not shitting you. You literally have to, when you click on it to go play a movie, you have to download it. And so if you don't have internet to download your Blu-ray player, even though your system is a Blu-ray player, you have to download the app. And if you don't have internet to download the app, you can't play Blu-rays. I'm not shitting you. So I think that that all has to do with something with the fact that when Microsoft originally was going to have all internet all the time, your system was supposed to be connected all the time to even function. Last minute, they cut that out. And so I think a lot of the things that you have to download now, are because of that. And, that's really shitty. I really think it is, because I'm going to tell you right now, if you don't have internet, it's going to be very difficult for you to do a whole lot with the system. My brother does not have internet at their house. Well, they do, but he can't really be on it because there's a cap. And so he has to bring it all here to download his game, to download everything, and then take it home to play. So that's kind of unfortunate. And even now, he's like, I went to go play a Blu-ray the other night, and I can't because I have to download the app. So I have to bring my system to your house. So that's kind of shitty. So right off the bat, I gave the system probably a 6. Because it took so long out of the box for me to be able to get into and delve into and play. I really didn't even play games until yesterday. Now, if you have all day to sit around and wait, sure, but I'm going to guarantee you that Halo, for it to download from start to finish, is probably like 6 to 7 hours. Like, it was a really, really long time. Maybe it wasn't that long. I was sleeping when it downloaded, but it's a couple hours. Yeah, so once everything downloaded, so now we're going to move past those initial, holy shit, I can't even play anything, to now everything is set up, everything is downloaded. So you have 4 different screens. Your very first screen that you roll back to is a couple pins. So anytime that you pin anything to your home screen, it'll show up here. You've got YouTube, achievements, Skype, TV, Xbox Music, shit like that. And so if you don't pin anything, it's basically anything that you're using are going to show up there and then around your main screen. This is your home screen, so right here in this window, like I said, the last thing that you play or the last thing that you use will show up here. So if you're in the middle of a game and say you need to go to your home screen to check some shit, I don't know. But like yesterday I was in Resident Evil, I hit the home button, it automatically pauses it and brings it into this little window so that you can come back, do whatever you need to do, you can click it, and it'll automatically resume it for you. So I thought that was really cool. Your Snap, your My Game apps are here. You can snap things on the side here. I haven't really played around with it a lot to figure it out and to figure out how that all works. But apparently you're supposed to be able to snap an app here, or a few apps, so you can switch between apps at will. So you can switch between your game, your friends, your YouTube, all with a very... So that seems kind of cool. I just have to figure it out. I haven't messed with it a lot. And then the stuff that you used more recently show up down here. You've got featured here, welcome to Xbox One. You've got a game, and then you've got great deals on gold, which, yeah. So then your next little tab, or your friends tab. And so this I actually thought was kind of cool, because in the past, your friends tab was just like your little gamer dudes standing there and who was there and who was sleeping. But this is cool because it shows you your friends that are online, and then it shows the games that are popular with friends right now. So if you're not quite sure what game to pick up or what game your friends are playing, you know, 6 friends are playing Call of Duty, 5 friends are playing Destiny. So I thought that was really cool. They also have a leaderboard for gamer score, which is awesome. I'm number 17 out of my friends, so I suck. But I have 100 friends, so score. But it shows you the last 30 days, the competition between gamer score, which I thought was awesome. And then you have your store, so you have featured stuff in your store, and then you have the categories: games, movies, music, apps, and search. Now, one of the really, really cool things that I found about the store is that, is how in-depth it all is. So, like, you have your new releases, you have your coming soon, you have your top paid, top free, top rated, blah, 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 blah. So we'll just click on Borderlands, the Handsome Collection. Now, this is really, really cool. I'm really glad that they went this in depth. So every time you click on a game, it'll start up here. You've got, okay, this is what it is. This is what, you know, like, the Handsome Collection is Borderlands 2 and the pre-sequel. So both games show up because they're both part of the bundle. It has you buy, you can pin it to your home. And it has, you can rate it, it tells how many players, how big it is, blah, 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 blah. So then you go over a little bit more. It has screenshots. Shit, this is a really bad one. Hold on a second. When they have this type of stuff, so let's try this again. You can get to... Damn, they don't have it for those ones. They had really cool ones for, like, Final Fantasy, because you had, it had, I totally just lost what I was telling you guys. I guess I'll just click on this because this is what I used last time. I just redid this video because my cat knocked it over and she's a butthole. Okay, so like I said, you've got that, you've got your, okay, here we go. And then when you scroll over a little bit more and there's people, oh, it's because those were, they were, I know why. Alright, so then you have Twitch, which Twitch will show you anybody that's playing that game. So this is DMC Devil May Cry. Anybody that's playing that game, you can actually jump in and watch them play. So that's what Twitch is. So if there's people, it'll let you get into Twitch there. It shows you game clips, so people that have uploaded clips of them doing something awesome, or you can upload your own, which I thought was really cool. You've got your screenshots, you've got a game hub, which will show you what friends are playing that game right now and how recently they've played. It has, like, your recommendations. You may also like, I'm not saying that these are perfect. This is saying for Devil May Cry, you might like Resident Evil, which is true. You might like Final Fantasy. You might like Ori and the Blind Forest. So I'm not saying their recommendations are great, but it's there. There's more little tiny details at the end. And then for some of the other bigger games, which is why I tried clicking on Battlefield, and obviously that didn't work, they also have trailers, so you can watch trailers of the game and different videos and stuff like that. So I thought that this was really cool because they give you a lot more in-depth with the games. So, like I said, you hit the home button, takes you back home. The games are gorgeous. I can't complain about the games. Halo is beautiful, remastered in 1080p, 60 frames per second. I haven't played the multiplayer yet. I suck at Halo multiplayer. I'm more of a Call of Duty person. But I've been going through and I'm playing through Halo Combat Evolved. It's great. I can't complain about it. It's beautiful. They did a fantastic job with it. I was playing through Resident Evil Revelations, having a lot of fun on co-op with that. I'm thinking today I've got a little bit left on my gift card. I'm thinking about picking up Dragon Age. And so, I know that there's a lot more to this system than what I've even touched on because I really only got to play it a full day yesterday. So I'm really excited to see more of what I can do with it. I think I don't remember if I told you guys in this video or the last one, but this system does not come with Kinect. It was a $350 version, and so if you want Kinect, you do have to buy it separate. Once those are available, they should be available soon to buy separate. It's like $150 or something like that. And so now that everything is all updated and set up and all my games that I want to frickin' play are downloaded, I would probably give it more close to like an 8.5 out of 10 as opposed to a 6, but on initial startup, it would get a 5 or a 6 because I was so pissed at the fact that, yeah, the system was beautiful, yeah, the startup was easy, but I couldn't play my games. That's the whole reason you get the system, is you're so excited, you come home, you put your games in. As far as Halo goes, now if I were to put in another game, hey, I could wait like 20 minutes and then I could play, but still, it's that ease of, I can't play my games right now. The other thing is the game selection for Xbox One. Now, I don't feel like I personally don't feel like the Xbox One has an awesome selection of exclusives. You know, you have Rise, Son of Rome, you have Sunset Overdrive, you have stuff like, I'm not saying that those games aren't great, but they're not what I'm looking for. You know, I'm waiting for, like, the Gears collection that's coming in December. Obviously, love me some Gears. You know, I'm looking for, I don't really know what I'm looking for, but right now the PlayStation 4 has fantastic exclusives. They've got The Order, they've got Infamous, what else do I have down there? They've got Final Fantasy 14. So there was a lot of games that came out for the PlayStation that I was really excited about. The Xbox One, you know, I bought Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, which I already own for the PlayStation 4, but if you're a Call of Duty fan, you know the controller matters, so that was the first one I bought. We checked out, or rented from Family Video, Resident Evil Revelations 2, because I really liked the original Revelations, and I wasn't quite sure how long this one was going to be, because it's episodic, and it's $40. I could actually see paying $40 for it. Now that I'm playing it, I could see where they're getting that. I probably should have bought it as opposed to renting it, because there's a lot more to it than what I thought. But that's a lot of fun, especially co-op. One of the other things, though, that was kind of odd was that with co-op, like, for example, my husband turned on the controller yesterday to play co-op, and with the Resident Evil, and it didn't give him the option to sign into his account. And I'm wondering if it's because, no, I'm pretty sure he put his account on the system. So I'm not quite sure, yeah, his account is here. So I'm not quite sure why he wasn't able to. Maybe it's because he had to sign in with the other controller. I don't really know. But it only let him be like player 2 and not sign in under his actual gamer tag, so that might be something not with the system, but that we just have to figure out. So anyway, that's what I got for the Xbox One. I was very disappointed with it right out of the box, just because I couldn't do what I wanted to do with it right away. I couldn't sit down and game, but after everything got uploaded and everything, I do love it. I do love where they're going with it. You know, I'm very excited to be able to sit down this week and play the shit out of whatever I want to play. Call of Duty, Dragon Age, possibly even Devil May Cry. So I hope that you guys have a great day. If you have any questions, please let me know. If you're on Xbox, my gamer tag is Pyperh, just like my YouTube. Yeah, so I hope you guys have an awesome day, and whether you get the Xbox One or the PlayStation 4, game it up, peeps. So I'll talk to you later. Bye!